GM, welcome to my Bitcoin Winnebago, where I'm going to be speaking with you guys about Bitcoin. And you're going to want to stick around till the end because I'm going to drop a super fun and spicy fact on you at the end of this video. But in the meantime, grab a cup of coffee. I don't care what time it is in your time zone. There's always time for a cuppa, and get locked in with me real quick. A lot going on in the Bitcoin space. Want to go over some news items. What's on top of mind right now? Of course, orange dots relentlessly getting stacked over at MicroStrategy. I want to talk a little bit about the Bitcoin mining space, Ocean Pool, and what's going on there. Again, this channel, main focus is Bitcoin mining. I'm the Bitcoin miner plug. So if you want to get plugged in with your own hash rate, your own hash power, where you're stacking Bitcoin efficiently and hopefully achieving a big price advantage on the Bitcoin that you're stacking every single day, hit me up, ask questions, drop comments, and let's roll. Because let me put it this way. The only thing that's better than smash buying and stacking Bitcoin is stacking it through your own hardware that you own. Many people can take advantage of tax benefits of depreciation and hardware ownership. And if you're efficiently mining Bitcoin, you're stacking at a substantial price advantage. So a lot of these next generation ASICs are stacking Bitcoin today, where spot's trading just above 100K, and the most efficient miners are stacking at a cost of production under 70K. So if you could stack Bitcoin for under 70K, how much Bitcoin would you stack? For me, the answer is a lot. So let's jump into it. Before I do, gotta stay caffeinated and motivated. Shout out to the homie Ben up in Colorado, putting out this fine Merlot. Actually, this is a Cabernet, but I was enjoying the Merlot the other day. Fantastic. In any case, strategy stacking 245 BTC. That's a lot of Bitcoin going into a liquid, we could call that a liquid supply, because that Bitcoin will likely never see the light of day again. Going into strategy stack, where now they're coming up to the 600,000 Bitcoin mark. So that is seriously impressive. They're creeping up to the 600,000 Bitcoin mark and they're going to pass 3% of all the Bitcoin that will ever exist. They just keep relentlessly stacking. The interesting part about this 245 cost them about $26 million. It's a smaller stack relative to their other deployments. But what's interesting about this is they're using not their common stock to raise capital. So they're using the preferred instruments like Strike and Strife. And it'll be interesting to see how Stride does. But they're using these other instruments which are not dilutive to the common stock. And it's accretive if the compound annual growth rate of Bitcoin continues to exceed their cost of capital on that. And everybody who's tuning into this channel, I would hope, knows that Bitcoin's the hurdle rate. That's the true hurdle rate, is the return on Bitcoin. And it'll be really interesting to see that strategy play out as they continue to accrete Bitcoin to their common stock shareholders and use these other instruments and torque to get it done. Phenomenal. Is $26 million a small amount of money? Not at all, especially when you consider that you're locking up 245 Bitcoin forever. Just craziness how everybody is now gunning for Bitcoin. Are you gunning for Bitcoin? That's what I want to know. I'm gunning for Bitcoin. I'm mining Bitcoin. I'm stacking every day. And I know that just strategy alone is stacking way more Bitcoin than is supplied by us miners in terms of new Bitcoins being mined. So demand exceeds supply, and we know with Bitcoin there's a truly finite supply, unlike any other asset. Let's talk about mining and let's talk about hash rate. Interesting to see that it appears hash rate's cooling off just a little bit, probably just the summer months with curtailments and whatnot. But notably, Ocean Pool just more than doubled their overall hash power and now popping over 9 exahash. So I mine with Ocean personally, and I love to see it because that should mean that hopefully we're hitting multiple blocks a day. And I really like Ocean because I like their tides payout structure, which is, in my opinion, more transparent. Actually participating when Ocean Pool hits a block, I like getting a notification on my phone and being a part of that actual block reward, seeing it on chain transparently, and I like what they're doing. It's a pool for the plebs, and you love to see that much hash power getting deployed to a small pool like that. That means it's easier for us plebs to get more consistent rewards, because with Ocean you're actually taking part in the blocks that are getting hit themselves, unlike a PPS type of setup where you're just getting paid the same based on your hash power, not necessarily based on the actual blocks getting hit. It's speculated that the huge increase in hash power on Ocean Pool could be Tether, because it's speculated that Tether has multiple exahash, and they did announce a couple months ago that they're going to be deploying hash power to Ocean Pool. And I've been waiting for it, looking around, where's the hash power? This could be it. And by the way, when I say you can mine your own Bitcoin and get your own hash power online to stack Bitcoin every single day efficiently and hopefully achieve that substantial price advantage, and some people can take advantage of tax benefits like depreciation. Of course, I'm not a tax advisor. I don't look like a tax advisor, do I? Nor am I a financial advisor, but we can help you get deployed at scale in our world-class facilities with an SLA of 95% plus uptime, so that you are consistently and efficiently stacking Bitcoin. So bullish, what can I say? I'm freaking bullish in the Winnebago, Coin Winnebago here, enjoying this cup of coffee. Hope you have a beautiful day, and here's what I'll leave you with. If you take 21 million Bitcoins and you divide it by the population of roughly 8 billion people, that gives you 0.002625 BTC or thereabouts. That means there's only about 260,000 Satoshis per person on Earth. And when you've got BlackRock and MicroStrategy and all these other institutional capital gunning for Bitcoin, there's actually a lot less than that per person. And at 100K, 0.002625 is only like 260 something dollars per person. So I'll leave you with that to noodle on in your dome piece. There's not a lot of Bitcoin, so you might want to get some. This is the Bitcoin Miner Plug signing off, staying bullish, and I'll see you on the next one.